I've been doing a lot of agent outreach, and I actually developed a friendship with one of my agents with the agent that I developed a friendship in Florida. And he basically threw me to the curb. He and I had a deal, and he sold me out to another buyer and said, no, I got someone who bid higher, so I went with them instead.
Okay.
I was kind of bummed about it.
I'm really glad you brought this up because I talked about this on Sunday and I want to bring it up again. This concept that we build a relationship with this one realtor and then we hope that this one realtor is going to get out there and do stuff for us. Stop that. That's not how it works. The business is agent outreach, right? Which means that we need to talk to as many realtors. We want to be having 50 conversations with agents a day, still knowing that we're going to develop strong relationships with some of them, and some of them are going to throw us to the curb like this buyer's agent that you had, right?
Yeah.
But we never want to just think that, okay, I've got my person now. It's never going to work like that.
Yeah, I was kind of heartbroken, but it's okay.
And it's okay that you did, but I'm glad that we get to talk about it now because now everybody gets to hear this. Right. The other thing is this person did nothing wrong. He was literally just dispoing his deal, and he did exactly what he's supposed to do in dispoing his deal. Right. So I want you to begin with forgiving this person for anything you think they've done to you, because they've done nothing wrong. He's done exactly what he's supposed to do in this. He did exactly what he's supposed to do. His job is to get the deal done with somebody who's going to give him a contract and go non-refundable and execute on the deal. At that point of time, you weren't there yet because you still wanted to wholesale it. You were still trying to bring in a buyer. You're still doing your part, right?
Yeah.
So the agent obviously helping another wholesaler or working on behalf of somebody else because this wasn't his house. The agent was doing exactly what they were supposed to do. And I'm saying this to you so that you release the hard feelings, right? It's not necessary. It's going to weigh you down. I promise you, sister. It's not necessary. You should actually be happy for him. Just say, you know what? He did his job. He did his job well. He got a deal done. Good for him. What did I learn here? I learned that this is a business of numbers. I need to make relationships with everybody. And I will never just rest on my laurels thinking that somebody is out there doing the things for me. I got to do it. So as great as this conversation went, and as much as I think you're going to work for me, I'm going to pretend like this conversation never happened as soon as we hang up, and I'm going to call the next one, and then the next one, and then the next one. The thing that I see happen a lot, I'll get somebody message me or somebody will reach out and say, hey, Jamil, you know, I made a relationship with this realtor, and they said they were going to write offers for me on properties, you know, that needed work on the MLS. And so I really thought we had something good going. I really thought that like we had a relationship. And so I was letting them write all these offers for me. And then, you know, all of a sudden they started like being rude to me. And then they started saying that I was lowballing and they were doing this and this and this. And I'm like, stop. What happened here? We didn't teach it that way, right? The way I teach it is when you find a deal on the MLS, go directly to the listing agent. Never insert another realtor in there, no matter how good of a relation. My sister is a realtor and I will never use her to write a contract for me. I will always go to the listing agent to write a contract for me because I know that I'm removing resistance when I do that. I know that I'm incentivizing that realtor to work with me when I go directly to them. The problem is that we really are always trying to figure out how we can do this a little easier without having to make more calls, without having to talk to more people. That's not the name here. The name is numbers, 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 numbers.